Welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about lookup tables and integration procedure in Omnistudio. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So I have already few tutorials on lookup tables and integration procedure as well. So but for today's use case, especially on lookup tables with multi inputs, right? So with multiple inputs we need to have multiple outputs. That will be the use case for today's demo. So earlier what I created few videos, like there will be like one input and there are like multiple outputs, but today's demo is on like multi inputs as well as multi outputs, and we are going to invoke that lookup table which is part of business rule engine from the integration procedure by using the decision matrix action, right? Lookup table we can invoke from integration procedure. So we are going to I'll going to demonstrate from scratch by creating a decision matrix. So as we know, like on creating a lookup table, so these decision matrix and decision tables are two part of lookup tables. Two type of lookup tables is available under business rule engine in Omnistudio. So we are going to see the demonstration on these decision matrix, right? And like in Salesforce Omnistudio, decision matrix is a powerful lookup tables like used to match multiple inputs dimensions against multiple specific output values, right? So and integration procedure are like server side controllers that can call these matrices to execute complex business operations in a single server call. So we'll be going to utilize this integration procedure to invoke that decision matrix. And there are few ways to create the decision matrix. We can just upload a CSV file to create a decision matrix. So I have few tutorials on that as well. You can go to my out of the box means Omnistudio playlist to find those tutorials, and you will find that playlist link and the course link as well in this video description. So for this CSV file we can see like product code, color and product name, unit price and discount percent. These are the columns, right? So I'll be going to use these first three columns like product code, color, product name as the input data, input column, and we are going to see what will be the output, unit price and discount price. So based on the product code, color and product name, we are going to find unit price. For example, this product code, this one having so we are going to take input from integration procedure with these three information. Based on that we are going to get the response like unit price and discount price. So we are seeing like three input and we are going to see like in response three output, two output, right? So let me just create a new lookup table first. So I'll just create a new and I'll just select this decision matrix, and in here we can provide the decision matrix name like product price calculation decision matrix DM, and we can choose the type as standard, and I'll just going to save this matrix. And we are going to see like this is the name of the matrix, and in the unique name of the matrix is this one, right? So in the related we are going to see that these are the first version got created. We can create multiple versions as like flow or omniscript or any other components in Omnistudio, right? So I'll just click on this version and we can see we have the option like upload CSV, and we can add the columns, right? We can add the columns as well. So if I just click on this upload CSV, so on clicking on this file I'll just choose this in the, let me just see whether all files, I'll just choose this product records. Let me just choose, okay, let me just update the file type as CSV, right? So let me just update save as. I'll just going to save in my downloads only, and we are going to see like CSV. I'll just choose as file type as CSV comma, okay, let me choose this one, CSV UTF-8 comma delimited, right? So I'll just going to save this one. And this is how we can just simply change the file type, and it is like only the CSV file is allowed. So that file version was means that default Excel. So after converting it to CSV, we can see the file, and I'll just choose this one, and I'll just click on next. And on clicking on next, we can see that these are the column header is automatically getting retrieved from this file, right? Product code, color, product name, unit price, and discount price. So we want these first three as input, right? So we can see in the header type there are two options, input and output, and data type we can choose a particular data type, right? So for this above three informations, we are making this header type as input as it is, and data type as text, right? But in the output, let me just update these two as output. So we are going to see these two columns as output, and in that case, so these are the prices, right? So I'll just make it to number, right? So let me just make it number for this demo purpose. So I'll just going to click on upload, and let's see whether it is getting inserted or not. And we can see the file got uploaded, and I'll just click on done, and the file got uploaded. Let me just, and in the related list we can see like product records got uploaded. And let me just refresh the page once, and we can see our records got inserted successfully, right? So, and we can mention our start time and end time as well, for which that decision matrix will be available, and this must need to be active so that we can invoke decision matrix as an action in integration procedure or any other OmniStudio tools like from OmniScripts or FlexCard, right? And so started, let me just make it to like previous one day. So after saving this one, after updating the start time, I can just simply save, and we can activate. So I have activated this matrix as well, right? So our decision matrix creation and configuration is done. Now I'll just go to the integration procedure, and I'll create a new integration procedure, and I'll provide integration procedure name as invoke decision matrix from IP multiple input demo. So to create an integration procedure, as we know, we need to provide the type and subtype. So I'll just provide the type as invoke DM, subtype as IP multi inputs. So I'll just going to save this integration procedure. And so we can just use this. Let me just search with the decision matrix action, right? So in the standard action, we can find this decision matrix action. So I'll just need to utilize this one, and I'll just provide the element name as invoke decision matrix multi input. And in here, in the decision matrix name, I just need to search for our created decision matrix, which is this one, product price calculation DM. So I'll just, in the search, I'll just select this one, product price calculation DM. And in the input parameters, we need to provide three values, right? So as we know, in the input data, we can see this input column and output data column. So we can see these are the three inputs: product code, color, and product name are needs to be given, so that we'll be seeing the output as unit price and discount price, right? So we just need to make like set values, or from decision means data mapper extract action, we can get these product values, means product record values dynamically. But for the time being, I'll just going to use set values to pass the value, right? So I'll just copy the product code. Let me just go to this Excel, and let me just copy this product code. And in the So we need to configure the input parameters. Before that, we need to provide the set value, right? So I'll just search for a set value, set values, right? Set values action, and I'll just keep the element name as same, like set values, and on clicking on the element value map we can add values, right? So I'll just provide the product code as the first element name and type as string, and I'll just provide the product value as this one, right? So first one is done, creating the set value, and I just going to click on save and add, and then we need to provide the color. So color, string, data type as string, and value as red. And finally we have this one, product name. So let me just add product name and string, and this is the product name, running shoe. So we are just good to go. So our set value configurations is done. Now what we need to do in the decision matrix action, we need to provide the input parameters which are required, right? 3 input parameters need to be provided. So we have like set value. So the format will be how we can configure this one. In the data source we need to provide set values, then colon, then these three, right? Product code, first one value is product code, and the filter value what is expecting in the decision matrix. So decision matrix expects this product code as an input, right? But we have stored it in set value, so that the data source format will be like set values colon product code. Then filter value, we need to provide the product code. So filter value, enter the name of a node that passed to the decision data mapper to extract the data, right? So in our case this is an decision matrix. So same like that, we just need to provide the color, and finally the product name, color, and we need to provide the product name. So our input parameters configuration is also done, and we have provided the respective decision matrix. We can navigate to the particular decision matrix on clicking on this action button again, action button, to navigate to the decision matrix to make any changes. And the thing is that in the active version we can't able to make the changes. We just need to deactivate or need to create a new version to make changes into the decision matrix. Now so finally we need to print the data, right? So in that case, as we know, we need to use this response action. So response action, the format will be like return enter JSON. I can just provide, and JSON form response format will be like JSON, and in the send response and transformation we just need to provide this decision matrix element name, right? So in the send JSON path I just provide the decision matrix element name, right? So I'll just click on save, and I'll just click on preview. So in the add parameters, what we need to add, these many values, right? The first one is the product code. Again we need to add the product code, color, and product name, right? Product code, color, and finally the product name need to add. And in the product code we need to provide this one, and in the color we can just provide like red, and we can just use not this one, we can just use the product name as running shoe, right? And if I just click on JSON, so it will be showing as JSON as well. So on clicking on the execute, let's see, and in the response we could see in the result status is true, and if I just expand it, we could see unit price and discount price is showing, right? So as we know, means in here we have provided this value, right? Shoe, red, and running shoe. Based on that we should get the unit price and discount price. That is what we are getting currently, right? So that's how it will be work. And if I just click on showing the response only, we could see under this result this unit price and discount price is showing. So in the matrix section, we could see this is the matrix data it is taking. So the matrix data it is taking, and based on that, based on the input parameters, we are getting this response. So that's how it works. And in the set value, we also could see that these are the values, the set values we have provided in this integration procedure, right? So instead of set value, we could use data mapper extract action to fetch the data dynamically from the database, or from the Omni script we can dynamically capture the input data uh, to get those information from the decision matrix. So today we have learned like how to utilize like multiple input column headers in decision matrix, and based on the multiple inputs we can display like multiple output as well in the integration procedure response, right? So that's all for today's demo. In the next session, so you'll be seeing more use case and scenarios on Omni Studios as well. So please stay tuned, and if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. If you like this video, please do consider to take membership into my channel. That will motivate me to create more technical videos for you. So thanks for watching.